And welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. I'm only 3 hours late today, so I appreciate y'all being here. All right. The other day, um, I was sent a video, and I'm gonna play the video right now. But when they asked me about my review on the video, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was off that tequila. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna dedicate this show to the little homie Elijah because he sent me this and asked for my opinion, and I don't think I did a good job because I was drunk. So let's get to it. I don't hear nothing. Hold on. I don't hear nothing. Y'all hear something? Can y'all hear me? Cause I don't hear. I mean, I hear what's going on. I don't hear nothing right here though. I should hear something. I don't hear nothing. Hold on. Y'all hear? I don't hear shit. Hold on. I'm about to pull up on another screen. I'm about to pull it up on another screen. Can y'all even? Yeah, y'all can hear me. I see it moving. Hold on. Pull it up on another screen. Maybe I could just refresh it. So, that's crazy. I'm gonna pull a video for somewhere else. Pull a video for somewhere else. Hold on. Still don't hear it. So it must be in the OBS. Must be in the OBS. All right. Hold on. I know what happened. I know what happened. Shit. I don't know what No, this thing got audio. Because I heard it earlier. Dumbass video. Anyway, the moral of my story is, I'm about to figure this out. But the moral of my story is, ain't nothing worse than a person with a little bit of knowledge, man. Ain't nothing worse than a person with just a little bit of knowledge. Hopefully this don't double. Definitely doubled up. Mamata? Video capture device. That shit ain't working. Maybe do an output. Double output. Let's see. Yeah, OBS is tolerant, man. It shit ain't make no sense. Let me play it through the speaker real quick. See if I can get it to work through the speaker. See if this works. Ain't none of that work. Man. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you what they said. I'm gonna tell you what they said since we can't hear it. So here go this dude. He just old. He ain't wise. He got a bald head. He got glasses on and a beard. He looks smart, but the fact that he act like they're about to drop bars, some goddamn Hebrew Israelite niggas gonna drop bars. Come on, man. Stop the madness. Well, I'm on here though, real quick, real quick. Let me make sure that all the other videos play. Hold on. Now that I'm thinking about this shit, let me make sure this everything play. Because if it's just that, then I could just go around that. Oh, hell no. Hold on. I know what it is. Something ain't plugged up. Gonna take this quick break. I'm about to plug up my audio. It ain't a Dirty Folk show without an audio problem, man. Anyway, I'll be right back. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. No soul. No soul. Dirty folks. Dirty folks.
You see, I fucked him up. I got this nigga died. You know something.
Dirty folks. No soul. No soul. All right, all right, all right. You ought to be crazy. You ought to be insane. If I had something on mute, didn't know it. No, because the speaker thing ain't working at all. Hold on. Hold on. Speaker ain't open. It's not even vibrating. It ain't even trying to work. La 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 la. And I'd be mad as hell if I got to turn this down and restart it. Because we on Rumble and everything, man. I can't even do that. All right, can y'all hear that? input issue. Let me see. Hold on, I might got it. You said it's an input issue. Let's try. Let's try that. Let me see. All right, so that's you absolutely right, bro. It is an input issue. Shout out to you, man. And I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. Hold on. No, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's partially OBS, but it's not even an OBS thing. My my unit hasn't switched the outputs, so it's still like registering a Bluetooth somewhere from when I had headphones on. So somewhere it's feeding into a headphone instead of the computer.
And we will do so with a new phone plan, one with the same
Hey man, I refuse to say it's Tyler. Well, the computer is Tyler, man, because I ain't do nothing this time, bro. I did everything right. This computer just did some bullshit because it be treating me like a color. All right, so let's check this out together.
Now they
There we go. Stupid ass. How the fuck is on Bluetooth? That's crazy. All right, let's check this out together, man. Listen to the Hebrews talk. Like and sub, man. Like and sub my little struggle stream. Bad production, great information. Like and sub my struggle stream. Send your heart, donate to the daycare, because apparently I need to be able to afford an assistant or something. All right, let's listen to these guys and this nigga right here who think he's smart because he listened to a nigga who he think he's smart. That shit crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna break this down for little Elijah. I'm gonna let it play out, then I'm gonna break it down.
now they detached themselves so far from it, they don't even believe what they used to learn in the first place.
Nope. I'll tell them, I'll say, yo, this is an unabridged dictionary, right?
Unabridged means what again?
Unabridged means
For the people.
as complete as can be. This book particularly was written in 1828. Watch this word. American, a noun, right? A native of America, originally applied to the aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans. Semicolon. But now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Do you see what they did? They took the status of the people that they considered to be Americans and they just applied it to themselves. And then they told us, you guys are citizens. We are the Americans.
So they took their whole style.
They took it all.
All right. Is it just me? There's a picture. It's just a little bitty ass picture. Okay. Check this out. Hold on. All right. So let's break this down slow. Cause there is no way in the there is a way in the world. There's a way in the world. There's so much context missing. And I want to get to this bar fight, man. So, you know what? Don't even worry about that outro. Check this out. That would you know what? That too. That too. Alright, check this out. Let's break it back down slow. For the people at the top.
Now they detached themselves so far from it, they don't even believe what they used to learn in the first place.
Nope. I'll tell them, I'll say, yo, this is the unabridged dictionary, right?
Unabridged means what again?
Unabridged means,
for the people,
as complete as can be. This book.
Unabridged, not as complete as can be. Unabridged just means what it says. Abridged means cannot is an unabridged word. Can't is the abridged verb word of cannot. We do it all the time. Don't, do not. The abridged version is don't. To say that it's the unabashed version doesn't change the meaning. So right there, niggas just be saying dumb shit to sound smart, right? He's not wrong, but just it's out of context. What he's saying is out of context. So once you start on a lie, you fight on that lie, nigga. Once you start a lie, you fight on that lie. Remember, man, not Proposition Joe, on The Wire, when after they killed God damn it, man. I ain't even drunk today. I just don't remember names. But after they killed the right hand man, you know what I'm saying, that the nigga from New York. Thank you. Not cut it short. Like I said, unabridged. They're using out of context. But they already had a lie. So once your foundation is a lie, you fighting on that lie. Just like other lies. You being black. Women are nurturing. Women are your first teacher. Chitlins taste good. You start off putting hot sauce on chitlins. Next thing you know, you want to eat a booty gang. Once you start on a lie, everything after that is a lie. So, but let's continue.
Particularly was written in 1828. Watch this word.
1828. Remember that. 1828. Let's go.
American, a noun.
Wait, before we even go there, this place was not America, or the name of the continent is America. We are the United States of America because all 50 states are their own sovereign state / nation. Texas is bigger than Germany. Illinois is as big as France. Every state in America, in the USA, the United States of America, is the size of a European country. The name of our country is not America. We call it America, but Canada is also America. Mexico is in America. To talk. Once you start on a lie, you fight on that lie. Anyway, in 1776, this is written in 1828. The country is 2 generations old. In 1776, before our nation, Illinois Paris is wild, yeah. All right, in 1776, before this nation was ratified as a nation, as the United States of America, before our Constitution was ratified, a couple of months before then, not Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson was born. Andrew Jackson was born in 1776, 1775 or 76. Andrew Jackson was still alive when Ben Franklin was writing. When this document was written, he was still alive. He wasn't even president yet. I think he became president in 1830. Andrew Jackson died in 1863, 1 year before or 1861. 1 year, whenever the Civil War started. I mean, whenever the Civil War started, he died 1 year before the Civil War. This was a brand new nation. A brand new nation. Not saying that this wasn't called America at that time, but the difference between when they came in and when New York was still New Amsterdam, when Amsterdam had colonies here, Britain had colonies here, France had colonies here. We're gonna get to France. France is special in this story. Because we're gonna talk about bar fights, man. You can't have a bar fight without the French, nigga. Which ain't necessarily true, because you can have bar fights with Irish too, but ain't no Irish in this story. Anyway, these were the Americas. So the people indigenous to the Americas were the Americans. Continent versus the name of a country. But I digress. Let's go. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's Texans that came from Chicago. That's all I'm saying. You switch your ID and all of a sudden now you a Texan. But, I digress. Let's go. I'm bringing it back a little bit.
American, a noun, right? A native of America originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by the Europeans, semicolon. But now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Do you see what they did? They took.
Those are two different things. African American, formerly known as the tawny, or the swarthy, or the coloreds, or the Negroes, or the blacks. But now they're the African Americans, formerly known as Prince, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how you say it. America is king of the rebrand. The Irish and Italians are even called white, goddammit. And the Irish and the Italians were on the signs of Jim Crow, like no Irish, no niggas, no spics, no Jews, no chinks, no Arabs, no dogs, no cats. America's full of rebranding. That's why it makes the quote-unquote melting pot. Not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying rebrands happen. But they started on a lie. So when you sprinkle a little bit of truth inside the lie, it sounds true. But if you start on that lie, you got to fight on that lie.
Look, the status of the people that they considered to be Americans, and they just applied it to themselves. And then they told us, you guys are citizens. We are the
At what point did these quote-unquote white supremacists tell black people that y'all are citizens, but white people are Americans? At what point did that happen? Isn't being American based on citizenship, based on government designation? Everybody's a citizen, which means everybody's an American that pays taxes to the empire. There are people who are designated as native to America that don't have to pay taxes, but everybody else pays taxes, including the politicians who wrote this shit in 18 whatever. But when you start on a lie, you fight on that lie. I would have to argue with these niggas, and all they'll tell me is my mama black and I must be a coon and get him, man, I ain't real. Because they have a belief. They don't have a knowledge. Niggas don't know shit, because niggas move like bitches, nigga. Niggas don't know shit. Niggas just do shit. Niggas want to nig. So you can't tell them shit. Which is why I'm so pissed off at this nigga right here who just act like that shit was bars and y'all think it's bars because he looks smart. That nigga probably got Down syndrome. It's probably a Down syndrome nigga in glasses, man. Niggas is not smart, man. With a little bit of knowledge. Niggas know the hook to a song, man. That's all they know. Niggas don't know no lyrics. They know a hook to the song and they will ride that bitch out forever, nigga. Now I got broads in Atlanta, credit cards with the scanner. I don't know no lyrics in that goddamn song. And I like that song. I'll be in the car. Panda, 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 panda. I don't know none of that. If motherfucker tell me he said anything, I'll be like, that's what he said? I don't know. I know the hook. These niggas know a hook. But once you fight on that, once you start off with a lie, you gotta fight on that lie. I want to get down to how the how a bar fight turned native people into coloreds. Honestly, low key, they really tried to turn native people into Germans. No cap. But I guess they settled on coloreds. But we'll get there. Once upon a time, before this was a nation, there was something called the bars fight. The bars fight took place in 1745. Once again, this was not a nation at that time. There's a poem written about the bars fight. Want to hear it? Here it go.
Bars Fight by Lucy Terry Prince. August 'twas the 25th, 1746, the Indians did in ambush lay some very valiant men to slay, the names of whom I'll leave not out. Samuel Allen like a hero fought, and though he was so brave and bold, his face no more shalt we behold. Etiezer Hawks was killed outright before he had time to fight. Before he did the Indian see, was shot and killed immediately. Oliver Amsden he was slain, which caused his friends much grief and pain. Simeon Amsden they found dead, not many rods distant from his head. Adonijah Gillett, we do hear, did lose his life, which was so dear. John Sadler fled across the water, and thus escaped the dreadful slaughter. Eunice Allen see the Indians coming, and hopes to save herself by running. And had not her petticoat stopped her, the awful creatures had not catched her, nor Tommy hawked her on the head, and left her on the ground for dead. Young Samuel Allen, oh, lack a day, was taken and carried off to Canada.
Yo, it was the last line to me, bro. Yeah, somebody saying dirty some daycare fees. It's the last line for me. Everything else rhymed. And then they got to young Samuel, my nigga. Look, she catched her no Tommy hawked her hit on her head and they left her for dead. Tommy hawked to the head, left her for dead, bro. That rhymes. Head and dead rhymes. Then all of a sudden, nigga, it come to my last dude.
And left her on the ground for dead. Young Samuel Allen, oh, lack a day, was taken and carried off to Canada.
Yo, how you get lack a day in Canada? That shit don't rhyme, bro. Like us up, man. Send your heart donate to the daycare. Check this out. Like rap in the 1980s, that poem was correct. Let's see if I can make this bigger. The background of the fight of bars. Let me see. Can I make this even bigger? Deerfield, Massachusetts, August 25th, 1746. On the day August 25th, in the year 1746. That's how the poem started. Let's go through what the background of the fight at the bars was. Once again, this is a poem by Eunice Allen. I said that at the beginning. Dude said at the beginning. Anyway, I thought I was gonna say it right there. This is a picture of a Native American woman. This is not a picture of Eunice. This is the picture of the women who cared for her. Hey man, look, I don't. Hey. Anyway, Eunice Allen, born 1733, passed in 1818, was a member of the family who was attacked by Indians on August 25th, 1746. She and her family had several neighbors. I'm sorry, she and her family and several neighbors were in the meadows south of Deerfield, Massachusetts, preparing to gather hay that they had not cut the day before when they were surprised by an Indian attack. When Dr. Williams talked to Eunice, she was more than 80 years old and had been confined to her bed for 16 years. But Dr. Williams tells the reader that she remembered the events of that day as perfectly as if they had taken place yesterday. I believe that. When you have a traumatic situation like that, like your entire family being slain and you being left for dead, you tend to remember that. Tend to remember that. I don't remember every shootout I've been in, but I remember the time I got shot. You tend to remember traumatic things. Anyway, in the year 1744, the war again commenced between France and Great Britain, and the Indians again became allies of France. I need you guys to really understand that. The native people, the people that look like you, were allies of France. France still owning the province of Canada, which is, well, actually, they sold to Britain because they under the crown now, but they still speak French in Canada. Canada, but we're going to get into that later. That's hilarious. Believe all women because of trauma. Nope. Anyway, back to it. In 1745, there were several skirmishes with the Indians in various parts of the country, but none within the borders of Deerfield, Massachusetts, which her citizens were engaged. But Deerfield, by the way, is right outside of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was the first place where a young 21-year-old George Washington started his crusade against the shit to everybody. Anyway, these were the people she named. Sam Allen was 44. Eunice was 13. She was 13 when she got scalped and left for dead. That's crazy. Sam Allen Jr. was age 8. Oliver, age 18. Simeon, age 9. Eliezer, age 29. Hold on, I want to make sure I got this right. Young Sam Allen. Young Sam Allen, the son, not the dad. I had to make sure. Young Sam Allen was kidnapped and taken away to Canada, per the poem, and apparently per history, right? Now, I'm going to scroll down all the way through this. I just want to say this real quick. Sam Allen Jr. His father was killed. Eunice was severely wounded in the head and he, Sam Allen Jr., was taken captive to Canada. And yet when he was redeemed, which means when he got him back, and he at first refused to speak English at all and didn't want to go back to Deerfield. Can you understand why? Yeah, I can understand. He got captured at 8 years old. He's a prisoner of war at 8 years old. He watched his father die. He watched his sisters die. He watched his other sister be decapitated, left for dead. He thought she died. He saw his Brother a year older than him died. He saw his neighbors die. Massacred in front of him. He's 8 years old. 8 years old. And watched his entire family slain. He has nothing. And because of whatever you want to call it, divine intervention, a change of heart, he was just smart. Whatever the reason you think, they took him with them back to Canada. The sole survivor of a massacre. They taught him a new language because he's young enough to learn a new language. And they raised him, apparently. They fed and raised him. This is before the 7 Years' War between France and England. This is before the Continental Congress. This is before the Declaration of Independence led to the U.S. Constitution. This is when there were colonies. 13 colonies owned by Britain. There was no United States. There was no Tea Party yet. There was nothing. These were 13 states, 13 colonies of the British Empire. They taught him French or whatever language they taught him. And he's in survival mode. Then you gonna ask that man with no fucking family if you want to go back to the place he just saw his whole fucking family slain?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah.
Eunice, tomahawk stuck in her head. And you can't say she's not hard-headed though. And she lived to what, 88 years old? Hard-headed with a look. Eunice is thinking her brother's gone, she'll never see him again. Rest of the family slain. He come back. He got PTSD, Stockholm syndrome. He wants to go back to his oppressor. Like y'all with black moms, nigga. Just like y'all with a black mother. Y'all 12 years old. Since y'all was 8, y'all was thinking, how am I about my mom in my house? Because she don't know how to suck dick and shut up long enough for my daddy to come back. Y'all, same shit as that 8-year-old boy. Stockholm syndrome. Let's continue with the story. I just found that like amazing. I just found that as amazing. Eunice never had a family. Like she never had kids. I looked her up. I really did. No living relatives. That battle, that entire 7 years, from the bars all the way until France.
Hey y'all, it's Dan. I got a fun little game.
Hold on, Dan, I wasn't even ready for you. All the way up until the 7 Years' War ended. There were no color games. Color games started around that time. There was really no colored games. There was tribal games. You were Chippewa, Cherokee, Potawatomi, Cree, Seminole, Muskegon. Y'all know. You were tribal. They were tribal as well. They were German or English or Irish or Brit. Because even England and Britain are two different things. And they'll tell you in a minute. Or Italian or Polish. They weren't white. Everybody was tribal. And your tribe was your nation. So You could look like me and be Chickasaw. And they would call me Chickasaw. And know I look Chickasaw. They wouldn't say you were black and I'm going to add you with the Jamaicans and the Haitians and the Africans. Nah, nigga, you Chickasaw. But me being Chickasaw still would make me look American based on the Hotep niggas because I'm indigenous to the land, even though I represent Chickasaw. We do it all the time. Talk hip hop with some niggas. Talk hip hop. You'll find out quick. New York hip hop culture from Chicago, hip hop culture from down south, from LA. Different places, different spaces. You could tell by the swag, how they dress, how they talk. Hey, Mr. O, man, I sent everything out, man. I sent everything out, bro, like last week sometime, bro. 2 weeks ago. I talked about that in the show, bro. Like, I went to the post office and they said their computers was down, so they couldn't automatically check it so y'all can do the delivery. I don't know, bro. Chicago, there's too many black bitches work at the post office, bro. But yeah, I sent it off, man. I sent them all off. I'll send you a follow-up email though. I'll see where they at. They should come to you though, because I put everybody email in when I printed out the label. So when they scan it, you should get an alert. Anyway. We ain't gonna be all day though, because I'm making chicken noodle soup from scratch. I got my chicken boiling. I ain't gonna be all day. So anyway. So let's start there. Let's start with the color games, right? So American means you were indigenous to the land until this became the nation with America in the title, and now you're a citizen of the United States of America. You're not a citizen of America. You're not. Because you need a passport to go to Canada. You need a passport to go to Mexico, which is newish since 9/11, but you need a passport. So you're not a citizen of all Americas. You can't drive from Quebec, Canada, all the way down to the southern tip of South America. You can't take an RV and just roll. You're not American like that if you're talking about citizenship. They be convoluting shit because words mean things, but words don't mean shit to black people. That's why every color is black except white and pink, right? Black is black, brown is black, beige is black, yellow is black, red is black. I don't know how the bones be red, but just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Red is black. And how come they don't ever call you a black bone or a brown bone? You be a red bone or a yellow bone. You don't ever be a brown bone or a black bone, but they all say black. Even albinos can be black. Look at the nose, look at the lips. They have black features. They just have no pigmentation. They're black. An albino black. Y'all niggas just play with crayons all the time. Like a tribe, picked up a pack of crayons and lost your tribe. Anyway, let's play the crayon game though. We're going to get into... Hold on, man. Is this out of order? This shit is out of order. Hold on. This is the next one right here. The beginning of the bars fight led to... Once again, it was part of the beginning of what became known as the 7 Years' War. This is a quick historical reference.
Colonialism in America meant
This is a quick overview of it. I gotta find my phone anyway. This is a quick overview. I'm gonna let it rock out. Fair use.
competition. European countries were eager to gobble up as much land as possible in the New World. Sometimes this competition turned into open warfare, and the French and Indian War is a perfect example of this. Here's a crash course of 5 things about the war to get you up to speed. North America was a big, beautiful place full of endless opportunities, and Great Britain and France each wanted a piece of the action. The British controlled their 13 colonies and were looking to expand west. The French occupied Canada and were looking to expand south. It was inevitable that they'd bump into each other, and that's exactly what happened in the Ohio River Valley, an important trading area with access to the Mississippi River. The French and Indian War marked the debut of 21-year-old George Washington, a lieutenant colonel for the militia in the British colony of Virginia. In 1754, he was ordered to protect a British fort near what is now Pittsburgh. On the way, Washington encountered a French military unit, and the two sides fought in the first battle of the French and Indian War, the Battle of Jumonville Glen. Washington was young, but he was quickly gaining the experience he would need to eventually command the Continental Army.
I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because he's talking slow, and I don't want to mess up the fair use. But yeah, like I said, right outside of where the bars happen. Speed up just a little bit.
Years of territorial scuffles turned into full-blown declarations of war in 1756. As fighting broke out, the British and French sought allies among the local Native American populations. The French were familiar with many tribes through trade and recruited the Potawatomi, Winnebago, Ojibwa, Mississauga.
This has been annoying the shit out of me, bro. I've watched this. This is the second time I watched it. I'm going to actually change the speed back. His pronunciation of tribes have really been annoying me all day.
French sought allies among the local Native American populations. The French were familiar with many tribes through trade and recruited the Potawatomi, Winnebago.
That right there. It's the Potawatomi. That Potawatomi has been annoying the shit out of me, bro. I went to Camp Potawatomi as a kid. There's a Potawatomi Park that we had a family reunion at. I've listened to native because the Potawatomi are from the Great Lakes region. I'm in Chicago, so Great Lakes region. I've gone to Michigan and Wisconsin and spoke to people who pronounced it Potawatomi. So him saying that has been annoying the shit out of me, by the way. I just want to say that, man. You know what I'm saying, nigga? My name is my name. Spell my name right. I don't give a fuck if you got bad things to say about me, nigga. Just say my name right, nigga. A man's name is his name, man. Goddamn, this shit's been annoying the fuck out of me. Also, they rather dark skinned, but that's not why I paused it. I paused it because I hate that. You just keep saying that shit.
The Potawatomi, Winnebago, Ojibwa, Mississauga, and the Huron, while the British
The Ejigbo. Nigga, no. You know what? I quit. This is what happened when you read off a teleprompter. But I'm going to let him be great.
turned to the Iroquois Confederacy. At first, the French were winning, a lot. They simply had more troops and better supplies than the British Army and drove them back towards the 13 colonies. But the tide turned in 1757 when British Secretary of State William Pitt took control of the war effort. Dreaming of a vast British Empire, he made it his mission to defeat the French in North America, pouring in generous funds to beef up military resources on the ground. The war ended with the French defeat at the Battle of Quebec and the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1763. The British
That incident happened, the bars. Happened what, August 25th, 1946? 1946. I don't know if they showed the map or not because I'm going to go get my phone. But did you see how much of the land was... Yeah, here you go. I'm just bringing it back real quick. Do you see how much of the land was owned by quote-unquote New France? All they had was the 13 colonies. It stopped at the Appalachian Mountains. All of this blue was French. When he said that the French was allying with Native Americans because of trade, look how much they were trading with. Look how much they had. The Brits were trying to manifest, destinize they way west and north, but that was already French settlement. Really was Native American settlement. But the French were hands off occupiers. Nah, the Trader Joe deal ain't go through yet. I'll talk about it in a minute. But that's on me. It's an insurance issue. It's an insurance issue. Um, and an inventory issue, but mostly insurance. Anyway, when the French came through to colonize, they just wanted the bread. They were looking for gold and silver. America didn't have gold and silver. Not in Canada and not on the Atlantic coast. When they found gold, that was in 1492, not 1492. That was in 1849. That's where you get the minor 49ers from, and why you got the San Francisco 49ers using 49ers as the name of their football team. So they were centuries, hundreds of years later, they found gold, like, you know what I'm saying, that way. You know what I'm saying, Rio Grande or some shit. But originally, initially, the only thing that they had to offer was um better vegetables, right? Potatoes, tobacco, things that grew from the ground, and things like beaver pelts and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Meats and furs they could use for clothes. So France really wasn't really big on that shit. They weren't really trying to move to America like that. They were just trying to get that dope. They moved like Chicago niggas. France slide through like, yo, I got work. Need some pistols? Yeah, I'm selling pistols out the trunk, nigga. What you got? Man, I got a mink. All right, give me the mink, nigga. Here, take this pistol. They weren't really trying to occupy like that. Britain being an island, they were trying to expand based on something called damn, what's his name? There was a dude who made a whole damn, what's it called? Anyway, dude was talking about food shortages and how the whole world would starve within 60 years. I can't think of the name of the guy, but he was from Britain because Britain had horrible agriculture the way they were set up. So, um, they were starving. People were trying to get out of Britain. That little island couldn't sustain, and they were looking for other places to go. Africa, Hawaii, the New Americas. They was just trying to move around. The French was just trying to get that guap and go back to the crib. And because they was out here to get that guap, they had all the pistol players out here. Like, man, we on that shit, bro. Right? France was playing that shit like The Wire, nigga. Like, we taking over the buildings. Anyway, so all this was France, and they was linking up with the natives. And all this was Britain, not America, not the United States. It was Britain. Very important to remember when niggas start talking about who was American, who wasn't American. Anyway, let's go back to what he was talking about. I went a little bit too far.
To finance the French and Indian War, which left his nation in tons of debt. To make up for it, the British taxed American colonists up the wazoo. Americans didn't particularly appreciate this. Years of protests, rallies, town hall meetings, and petitions would eventually lead to the American Revolution and the creation of the United States. The French and Indian War may not have had the glorious battles or fearless heroes of other great conflicts, but it was one of the most consequential wars in American history. It also opened the eyes of a young military leader to the tyranny of the British.
All right, shout out to George Washington, stealing black men teeth. I want to give a shout out to Mr. O for the $5 cash app. Gratitude, sir. I mean $5 super chat. Gratitude, sir. I want to give a shout out to get a shout out to James for the $10 cash app. He said something. He said, man, from MA, keep detailing history, bro. No doubt. Gratitude, sir. I really need to move that over. Anyway, and shout out to Mineral Mitch for the $5 cash app for daycare fees. Gratitude, sir. I would have slow walked this at 7 o'clock, but at 11 o'clock, not so much. All right, so look. All right, so it's been a minute, bro. Say how long I've been in the biz on how long it's been since I've been W2. Um, bro, I told you, bro. I probably been a business owner, bro, since I was a teenager, man. I mean, I had jobs, but like mortgage broker shit like that. That was you know what I'm saying? I was still W9, bro. Look, win or lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, nigga. I need $10 internet, nigga. I'm like old dirty bastard, nigga. Make $1 million and go back and get my food stamps, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Anyway, I always talk about Tonys and Swarties. Like, man, don't call me black. The whole thing is Tony means brown skin, Swarthy means dark skin. What they wanted to do is call black people Germans because Germans were black to a point. I'm gonna get to that. Matter of fact, we're gonna get to that right now. And they were really going to try to convince the coloreds in America that instead of being from Africa, that they were from Germany because you were freed men. Most of American blacks were freed men. Every state didn't have slavery. Slavery was some down south shit. There was still a lot of niggas in New York and Boston and Maine and all through Ohio. Wasn't no slavery there. A lot of free coloreds. About to get rebranded from American to African. Because y'all play these crayon games and y'all let everybody off a boat with a color be part of the crayon games, and the Mexicans brown, so they part of the crayon game, and y'all listen to bitches who want to set you up and then blame it on white supremacy because she want to play the crayon game. And y'all say we ain't got no allies. Fuck, you want to ally with a goddamn box of Crayolas, nigga? That's crazy. Mamata. Who you gonna have a peace treaty with? I done seen the GDs, BDs, and Vice Lords have a peace treaty in the 1990s. After the what's my man that got caught speeding in LA and they beat his ass, Rodney King. After the Rodney King thing, I saw the Crips and the Bloods have a peace treaty. Who you gonna be at peace with a crayon? And not even a matching crayon. Y'all 5 or 6 crayons. The red one, the yellow one, the fucking black one, the brown one. If Gamora, you look at her, like, oh, she's supposed to be black. Y'all add the green one, the purple one. Oh, ally with crayons. That shit makes no sense. Anyway, so, long story short, all the black people at that point in time were from Germany. And if they didn't eradicate the barbarians, because that's where they get barbarian from Germans, because a lot of their language sound like bar 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 bar. If the white folks didn't eradicate the barbarians, then they'll still say you from Germany. So let's play the game though. Let's play the game. You got a big nose. He might be Arab. His nose kind of big for an Arab though. He look Jewish. He probably a Jew. Probably Jewish. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's Dan. I got a fun little game I want to play with y'all.
Time out. He does not look like a Dan. That caught me off guard. Actually, he does. He Jewish. He looks like a Daniel. Daniel is a biblical name. But Dan, he caught me off guard with that. Anyway, let's go. Like and sub, man. Senior Hard donate to the daycare. But like and sub, man. Help me fight the algorithm.
I got a letter written by Ben Franklin in 1751 talking about American immigrants. And in one paragraph, he talks about a very specific group of immigrants. I'm gonna read it to you, and you're gonna try and guess what group he's talking about. Why should the immigrants be suffered to swarm into our settlements, and by herding together establish their language and manners to the exclusion of ours? Why should Pennsylvania founded by the English, become a colony of aliens who will never adopt our language or customs any more than they can acquire our complexion. Acquire our complexion. He was talking about Germans. In that same letter, he also refers to Italians, Spaniards, Swedes, French, Russians as having a swarthy complexion.
Let's bring that back. I want y'all to see this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna put the caption on because I want y'all to. Italians, Spaniards, right? So people from Italy, people from Spain. He's talking about all these people are tawny. Italians, the Spanish. Who else?
Spaniards, Swedes, French.
The Swedes, my nigga. The French, the Russians. I know you're gonna say the Germans.
Russians as having a swarthy.
Oh, he started off talking about Germans. I want to go back to the Swede thing. Real quick. Matter of fact, since I clicked it off, I'm gonna let y'all go through the process with me again. Remember Eunice? Eunice Allen, born in 1733, decapitated. Well, not decapitated, but hitting the head with a tomahawk at the bars fight that kicked off the 7 Years' War. Remember Eunice? Eunice Allen was the daughter of. Hold on. I just clicked off that shit because I didn't think I was gonna go here, but I'm gonna go here. No. I'll close it. So we're gonna go through it again. Eunice Allen. We're gonna go to the wiki tree. We're gonna start over. Her ancestors. She has no living her lineage stopped. She married someone named Allen. Initially, before her name was Allen, her name was what? Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'll tell y'all. It went in WikiTree. But I got so many different. Anyway, her dad's name was. You know what? Hold on. Hold on, man. I'll tell y'all in a minute. Because I looked it up. Nope. That ain't it. I don't even know how I got there. That's what's so fucked up. He had a Swedish name, though. Because I just looked it up. It was Stefan. It was like Staka something. Hold on. I'm about to tell you. It was like Hostetler. Here you go. Hosh. This is her dad's maiden name. I mean, not maiden name. He a man. This was his dad's name. Her dad's name. Her dad's name was Hosh. HOCHSH. Hold on, let me make it bigger. HOCHSTETLER. That was her dad's maiden name. It originated in Switzerland, specifically in the Meerbutten region, but it's a mix between Swiss and German. Here you go, right here. Americanized form of German Haschlatter or Haschletter, surnames of Swiss German origin, right? Or of their rare Swiss German cognate hash. Nigga, I can't pronounce this shit. I can't pronounce this shit. Blame it on the fact I don't know German, man. You know what I'm saying? Blame it on the fact I don't know German. But at that time, because he was a hold on, get back to this video. At the time, because he was a white German, because Germany had where it was importing people. This was a whole problem about Ben Franklin talking about I don't want these niggas in our country. Basically, that's what he was saying.
Hey y'all, masters are coming. He's a coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we go.
Look, guys, you asked me to take.
Since he didn't want the Germans, so like everything else in history, when the Germans get somewhere else, they change their name. So he dropped the German part, or maybe he never had the German part because he was white. So he used the Swiss version and came to America and did his thing, right? He became a farmer in America, got a little bit of land, and had a son who eventually had a daughter named Eunice, and both of them were part of a slaughter of the 7 Years' War. Anyway, let's get back to it. Like us up, man. See how I donate to the daycare. That's it. Oh shit. You right. My bad, Marcus. Shout out to Marcus for the $2 super chat. He said this is for Dan's kosher pickles and matzo balls. Hey, shout out to that. Hey, I do like mozzarella sticks. So shout out to that. I ain't had no mozzarella balls in a minute. I'm gonna make. I don't want no balls in my mouth. I don't want no balls. I don't want no sticks in my mouth neither. You know, fucked up. You done messed up mozzarella for me, bro. I don't want balls or sticks in my mouth. It don't even sound. Pause. Just pause. You know what's so crazy though? I still got my marinara sauce from White Castle from the cheese sticks I had the other day. Now I don't even want them because you call them balls. And I don't want no balls or no sticks in my mouth. Anyway. But that marinara sauce was fire. Anyway.
As far as the Americas go, North America, Central America, South America, as well as Canada and the Caribbean islands, our brethren, okay, the Northern Kingdom was over here, all right, which goes down from Ephraim all the way down to Issachar, okay.
Why do these niggas get Hotep? And I'm sorry because I clicked the button and it messed up the order because I did not want to get to the Hotep shit. These niggas started talking about motherfucking the kingdom came to America. There are no kingdoms that leave their fucking kingdom, dog. Nobody. There has never been a king in the history of kings that be like, you know what? I'm going to go to somebody else's kingdom and be a peasant. It's never happened. Niggas just make up shit. But once you start a lie, you got to fight on that lie. Niggas is liars. They play pretend toddler games just like the bitches that raised them. Don't listen to these Hotep niggas, bro. We was kings ass niggas, bro. Cause kings don't leave their kingdom. And kings don't sell their kids to slavery. These niggas is fucking liars, man. I swear to God they are. I ain't even got my drops on this end. Oh, God damn it. Matter of fact, I mean this so serious, nigga. I'm gonna go back here just so I can drop the drop, nigga.
Hey y'all, masters are coming. He's coming, y'all. Masters are coming. Here we go.
Look, guys, you asked me to take.
I hate these niggas so much. These are niggas that wear fake jewelry so bitches think they rich and got you out here paying more than 2 tacos for pussy because they ain't got no game. Take y'all course too, man. Everybody got game. Y'all just don't know how to activate it. Take y'all course too, man. Anyway.
Complexion. Any modern program or education on black history will always try to tell you that the black race was a race of savages or a race of slaves, but this is far from the truth. When we look back at history, especially throughout the period of the 1500s to the 1800s, we see kings, queens, lawyers, mathematicians, leaders of state. We see knights and saints. Slavery, as you know it, was a hoax, or what we call a psychological operation, because the black race was already in Europe, as we can see depicted in the art here. And we also know that the black race was already in America. All of the photos I am showing you are from European royalty. By understanding our true history, we can break the stereotypes that are cast out for us in society. Those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it.
Here's my issue. This is not black history. This is German history. This is German history. It's absolutely German history. I'm not accepting the crayon to be like, yo, they're my people. We didn't eat the same food. I don't even like sauerkraut. You know what I'm saying? We didn't eat the same foods. We didn't speak the same language. We don't have the same history. We don't have the same lineage. We don't have none of that shit. Even if to believe this story, no Germans came over from slavery. So if you believe the slave trade story, you still wouldn't be German. I agree that they called it the Dark Ages because during that period from the 14th to the 1800s, there were a lot of they ran Spain. Spain was black as shit. That was the whole point of the 1492, him selling the ocean blue. It's because a bunch of rednecks came through and poisoned the whales, literally, and burned all the crops in Spain and had them running back to Morocco. That was the 4th of July. On the 4th of July, the reason we do fireworks is because they told all the Moors, all the black people, look, y'all got to get up out of Spain, but y'all can get on this boat, y'all can go to Morocco, which is in Africa, but Morocco is sweet. They got good casinos and everything. Africa ain't broke like that. And they put them on the boats, and as soon as they got on the boats, they set the boats on fire. And most of those guys died, and that was the beginning of. Ironically enough, the 4th of July in America gets that same ceremony because of the fight for independence. Plus, we got a song, right? We got a song. But the tactics were the same. Let's burn their boats. Let's trap them. And let's delete them. You know what I'm saying? Pap them. Saint Nick was definitely either Russian and or Swiss. Definitely was. Because he was part of their religion. He's part of the mythos. They never talk about Santa when they start talking about Zeus and Thor, but he's part of the same pantheon. I don't know why. They changed his name to Saint Nicholas, and then he became Santa, but part of the same pantheon, bro. Same pantheon. The Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas was a dude named Nicholas who became a saint because he murdered a lot of black people in Switzerland. To be honest with you, that's how you become a saint. Saint Patrick, same thing. Killed all the black pygmies in Ireland and got sainthood. Killing niggas get you sainthood. Free Saint Larry Hoover. Free Saint Larry Hoover. Niggas kill, you get a RICO case. That's crazy. Why can't I be a saint? All you gotta do is kill niggas. Niggas kill niggas all the time. Don't never get sainthood. But I digress. I want to show you guys this. Once again. Hold on, I gotta pause this. Because once again, I'm out of order. Alright. This is why you would have been German. In the articles and papers written by Ben Franklin. Matter of fact, I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna give y'all a reference point. I was gonna put this in the comment section, but I didn't. So fuck y'all. Ben Franklin's stance on race.
Benjamin Franklin, Remarks concerning the savages of North America.
Hold on, man. You speedballing me, nigga. I'm on something else. Ben Franklin's stance on race in 1751. Let's go down to the 23rd and 24th article. The 24th especially, but 23rd and 24th article. In fine, let me remove myself so y'all can read along with me. Boom. There I go. In fine, a nation well regulated like a polypus. Take away a limb and its place soon be supplied. Cut in two and each deficient part shall speedily grow out the part remaining. Thus, if you have room and substance enough, you may, by dividing, make polypes out of one. You may make one of 10 nations equally populous and powerful. Rather, increase a nation tenfold in number of strength. That's some bullshit. Not what he said, not bullshit, but I'm saying they don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Here we go. The underline part right here. Oh, this is something else. This is what it in 21. I'm gonna just give you an overview of 21 through 23. 21 and 22, they start talking about how France imported all the slaves from Africa to go to Haiti, and how they were overworking them to the point that they were dead, and America didn't want to do that, right? Because at some point the slaves will overpopulate the ruling class, which is what was already going on in like Alabama and Mississippi in America. And then he was talking about how to stop the span thereof, right? So that's 20 through 23 or 21 through 23. And since detachments of English from Britain sent to America will have their places at home, so soon supplied and increased so largely here, he's talking about in the Americas, why should Palatine Boers be suffered to swarm into our settlements? Palatine Boers. He's saying the Palestinians were black. That's not, hold on, man, just real quick. That was a big problem with the Germans and NATO giving Palestine to the white German Jewish community. They gave them a black sect in some of the most religious land. The Palestinians were essentially swarthy people. Israel is murderizing dark-skinned people historically. They've already eliminated most of them. So the ones they show you on the news look just like the people that's attacking them. But Ben Franklin was a true racist. He was a pure racist. It was pure. And he's saying why Palestine, he used it as an adjective to denote or describe a type of people. Instead of saying black people, he called them Palestine people, which is the same as black. And we're going to prove it on the text. Why should, no, not people, Boers. Why should the Palatine Boers be suffered to swarm into our settlements, and by herding together, establish their language and manners to the exclusion of ours? Right? Basically, what he's saying is, when he says herding together, establish their language and manners, I'm going to start it from right here. Establish their language and manner, excluding to ours. He's saying, why should they be able to keep their own culture? That's what he's saying. Why should black people be able to keep their own culture? That's what he's asking. Why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, become the colony of aliens who will shortly be so numerous as to Germanize us, right? Once again, blacken you, right? So you've been a Palatine Boer and you're going to be Germanized. That's what he's telling white people. Avoid the Palatine Boers and don't be Germanized. Right? Who will shortly become so numerous as to Germanize us instead of us Anglifying them. Anglo-Saxons being white, right? Anglo-Saxons being white. Why should they darken us instead of us making them white? That's what he's saying, right? And will never adopt our language or customs. any more than they can acquire our complexion. And in parentheses, he's describing the off-white to whom Franklin refers had to be the Yiddish-speaking Edomite Jews posing as Germans. Sneaky fucking. You know what? I can't even say shit. They're gonna block my shit. Now, 24. And this is very important. Which leads me to one remark, that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionately very small. All of Africa is black or tawny. Swarthy means black, tawny means brown. All of Africa is black or tawny. Asia is chiefly tawny, chiefly brown, right? America, exclusive of the newcomers. So everybody except the colonists. America, exclusive the newcomers, is wholly tawny. Wholly so. It's right here. America, exclusive of the newcomers, wholly tawny. And in Europe, the Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, and Swedes are generally what we call a swarthy complexion, a dark skin complexion, right? As are the Germans also, right? So Spain, Italy, France, Russia, Sweden, and Germany are black at this time in the 1700s when he writes this. When did he write this? Year 17 what? 1751. Once again, this is not a nation. This is the Americas. They live in a colony of England in America. Okay. Oh yeah. I wish their numbers were increased. He wishes white people. Wait. I skipped this sentence. The Saxons only accepted who with the English make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. So what he's saying is English, Britain, not even Ireland, because Ireland was black. Like that little island, and the Saxons are like the French. The French and the English were the only white people on the face of the earth, according to Ben Franklin, right? I could wish America of woods. Wait, damn, I skipped the whole sentence. I could wish their numbers were increased. White people were increased. And while we are, as I may call it, scouring our planet by clearing America of woods, and so making this side of the globe reflect a brighter light in the eyes of inhabitants in Mars or Venus, why should we, in the sight of superior beings, darken its people? Why increase the sons of Africa by planting them in America, where we have so fair an opportunity by excluding all blacks and tawnies of increasing lovely white and red? Let me pause that real quick. Let me pause that real quick. So what was your question, man? Why I answered your question. Why would he consider Germans as being that, considering they are European? Colorists, bro. He was playing crayon games, and they not friendly with Germany. They not friendly with Italy. They not friendly with Greece. They not weren't friendly with France. They had 100-year war with France. These are warmongering people. You only need a reason, nigga. Why do Crips shoot at people wearing red? Why did I go to LA with a Bulls jersey on and my boy told me I had to take it off before we get out the airport? So motherfuckers wouldn't think I was a slime. His words. You ask me why people play crayon games? Why don't both teams wear white jerseys? Somebody got to be the away team, my nigga. Any reason is a good reason to hate, my nigga. Hate makes you great. Hate makes you great, nigga. Every reason is a good reason to hate. Love only changes you. Hate changes the world. Hate makes you great. Try book. Anyway, Ben Franklin, in his own words, is saying, "Yo, we ain't getting these fucking niggas from Africa. It's already too many dark skinned people here. Everybody here dark skinned except us. We not gonna be like them other motherfuckers and let these black people come up here and turn all us black. We gonna exclude them and turn everybody here white. We gonna earth all the colors and we just gonna be pink and white." He calls it the lovely white and red, but pink, red, whatever. He wants to be around people that look like him. I can't fault him for that. Let's continue. I just want to get through 24 because we're only gonna read part 24. But I'm explaining to you guys. Well, I'm explaining. Really, this is dedicated to a little Elijah because Elijah asks like, "Yo," and then the niggas just be saying some bullshit because they be playing crayon games all the goddamn time. They don't never play man games. Crazy ass coloreds. Shout out to Vodka, $5 cash app. He say for the teaching. Salute, sir. Mamata. Let's just get on my nerves. I'm gonna change after the show though. I ain't gonna change though. I'm tired of thumbing over my face though. So all this space and next to me, thumbing in my face. Anyway, um, oh they did a edit. Let's see what they say. We must take note that where Franklin writes, and in Europe, the Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, and Swedes were generally what we call a swarthy complexion. The Spaniards, Italians, French, and Russians are well known for having swarthy complected people of mixed race. However, Sweden had their share of swarthy complected people also. They just talking about color at that point. Conso, are you asking me how was German black? How was Germany black? Germany had always been black. Italy was white until Hannibal took it over and started. That's what you call conquering. He conquered Italy. Well, at least he conquered Sicily. When the Romans were in charge, that's where you get barbarians from. When they talk about Conan the Barbarian, these big, swole warriors, they whitewashed them. I already said that shit in the beginning of the show that they were called barbarians because the German language is like bar. The same way that the Asian language like ching yang 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 yang. They were making fun of the people. They couldn't understand shit they were saying. So they was like, these motherfuckers just be bar. Just like we always teasing the Chinese, like they were ching. Same shit. Germany didn't become white until like the 1800s. There was a huge great reset around the 1800s. The same way they did in 1960 with these stupid ass boomers. The same thing they trying to do in 2030 with these fucking gays and women. It was just a reset. You take a person's language, you take a person's history away from you. That's why when they attack nations, the first thing they do is burn the libraries. Burn the library of Alexandria. Burn the library of Ethiopia. Burn the library of Tanzania. Not Tanzania. Timbuktu. Take away their history. In 1984, 86. In 1986, there's a school in my neighborhood called Raster. Well, it used to be called Raster. It used to be a school. There was a girl that lived directly across the street from the school. At that time, 86, I don't know what grade I was in. Probably fourth or fifth. But I used to get bused to a white school because, that's what they do to the smart kids. They leave all the dumb kids in neighborhood schools, and they send all the smart kids to white schools to learn what they dumb cracker kids so they can get funded and your schools get closed. But I digress, right? Boomers let them do it. Boomers sent their fucking kids to the white school. Integration, you'll get a better education. Them fucking white boys ain't no shit either. Anyway, I digress. So right across, I used to catch the school bus. I used to have to walk to the neighborhood school, which was Raster, and then I would wait in front of the school for the school buses to come to take me to my school. Right across the street from that school, there was a albino girl with freckles. I'll never forget her. I ain't seen her in 30 years, but I'll never forget her. 35, nigga. 35 at least. 86. 85, 86. Her name was Miko. Miko was albino with the spots. We used to, kids are cruel. We used to tease her, call her a cow because she was white with the black spots or pink spots or whatever. And she had these long, two long braids. It was like her hair was silky though, like white girl hair, like weave that girls wear now. But she had it braided like two Dutch ponytails, like the Swiss Miss girl. That's how she went. And she used to always say,
I'm Indian. My grandma said I'm Indian.
this is around the same time that Roots came out. And they used to play Roots. This is how they tried to indoctrinate the black kids. They used to play Roots in school. They used to have the VHS tape and bring the AB projector. Kids, trust me on this. There was a time in which they had a VCR machine on a rack with a TV at the top, and you got to be at a class if you wanted to be part of the audiovisual helpmate. They'll let you go to the storage and you'll push the AV machine, and you got to sneak around the school while while on your way, and you know what I'm saying, the hall pass, people let you go because you pushing the TV to your classroom. There was a time. Now everybody got a movie projector, but back then you had to push the TV around. Anyway, and everybody in school, they would push this TV down around with the VCR at the bottom, and they'll pop on Roots. We had to watch all. I don't know if we watched all 8. I don't think they let us watch the last one because the last one is when Chicken George bought his freedom. They ain't let us see Chicken George buy his freedom. But the first 3 or 4 episodes, they used to push it in. We had to watch it. We had to watch Kunta Kinte get taken as a slave, get his foot chopped off, get beat. We had to watch this. We small children, bro. Like I said, bro. 3rd, 4th grade, bro. They indoctrinating us with that. And we used to tell Miko, she like,
I'm an Indian.
Like, you ain't no Indian. You a slave like us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an Indian. My grandma said I'm an Indian.
There was so many girls in the 1980s who was like they got Indian in their family. Every girl with good hair was like, I got Indian in my family. Every dude with pretty eyes, they're like, he must got Indian in his family. One motherfucking movie, 8-part TV series, had every nigga they thinking they was from Africa. Less than 4 years later, Jesse Jackson like, we African Americans, we from Africa. And them same cocksucker baby boomers who lived before the movie came out believe that shit, bro.
Hell no, to the no, yeah.
Branding. Miko's grandma is long dead. My grandma was old enough to be a grandma in the 1980s. Nico's grandma is long dead. Nico might still be alive, wherever she's at, wherever Miko at. My first girlfriend. Well, not my first girlfriend. My first girlfriend was just a dark-skinned girl. I totally fucked it up. The girl I was going to delete in Atlanta. Keisha ass. When I first met her, she was thick as hell, light-skinned, she had decent hair. And she was showing me pictures. She was showing me photos. She was like, man.
I'm from South Carolina. My grandfather's full Indian. He a Chippewa.
I had never heard of Chippewa before. She showed me pictures of the granddad. Like,
my grandmother, though, she was just a black. She was a black nigga. You know what I'm saying? Grandma wasn't shit, though. She was just a drunk.
So then and now, old niggas is fucking drunk bitches and knocking them up, my nigga. But if you you don't know your history, somebody give your history to you. And that's why they keep removing men from the family, because bitches don't know shit. They just do shit. You don't even know who your father is. Now, how do you know where you came from? It's easy to change your history, because it's easy to change a bitch mind. These bitches are the ops, by the way. This liberals are the ops, and these bitches tend to be liberals. So the women, the gays, and the felons, they're the ops. Show you guys some. It's already getting late. It's not about to talk about Walter Plecker. I don't know. I might, depend on how I feel. Told you I'm making chicken noodle soup from scratch. I gotta go check on it too. All right, so let's check this out. Hold on. What just happened? Hold on. I don't know what's happening, man. It seems like I'm stuck on something. Give me a hot second. Man, shout out to Contamonto for the $5 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir. I don't know why I'm stuck. Hold on. Well, I guess I'm not stuck. Just the thing's stuck, but it's still moving. All right. This is from Remarks Concerning the Savages of North America by Ben Franklin. And this is not at the right spot. Hold on. I know how to get to the right spot, though. I'm going to push refresh, because I had it already queued at the right spot. I guess I did. It was like 2 minutes something.
Was settled, the commissioners from Virginia acquainted.
Recently, and for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wire.
Stupid ass shit.
A speech that there was at Williamsburg a college with a fund for educating Indian youth, and
There
that
we
if the
go.
6
There we
nations
go.
would.
Check this out. Listen to it. This is how the indoctrination. This is how the indoctrination happens, right? Ben Franklin in the 1750s went down south to where the Indians are and said, man, this is great school in Boston. It might have been Harvard, all I know. We got this great school in Boston that can teach you guys how to not be savages, basically. Right? Ben Franklin was a secret agent. He played all 5 sides, bro. This is no cap. Ben Franklin played the French side, the British side, the American side, and he was playing ally to the colors, to the Indians, right? So he played 4 sides. And then on the Secret Life, he was sleeping with kids. Anyway, he was a pedo and all type of shit, man. Anyway, so the whole thing is he went down there to talk to the Indians and say, man, why don't you come up here to our schools? I want you to hear what the Indians say about that shit. Hold on, let me bring it back a little bit.
After the principal business was settled, the commissioners from Virginia acquainted the Indians by a speech that there was at Williamsburg a college with a fund for educating Indian youth, and that if the 6 nations would send down half a dozen of their young lads to that college, the government would take care that they should be well provided for and instructed in all the learning of the white people.
I apologize. It's Williamsburg, Virginia. It wasn't Boston, Massachusetts. It was Williamsburg, Virginia. Send me all 6 tribes, even though it's 12 tribes now. All 6 tribes that they had. So we talking the Seminoles, the Chippewa, the Chickasaw, the Cherokee, and the Sioux, maybe the Sioux. Anyway, all of y'all send a half a dozen or a dozen of your young men to our school so we can teach you the ways of white people. Ain't that cool? Ain't that cool? Send your kids to our universities. Let's see what the tribal warlords had to say about that. Papel.
It is one of the Indian rules of politeness not to answer a public proposition on the same day it is made. They think it would be treating it as a light matter, and that they show it respect by taking time to consider it as of a matter important.
Real quick, let me break that down. Custom, not black culture, because black culture just interrupt everybody, because black culture is just the most toxic version of white culture. That's all it means to be black, is to not be white. There's no intrinsic culture to it. That's why when you can read and you don't do crime, they say you acting white, because they think white is good and black is bad. Another reason to say fuck these crayons, nigga. I ain't got no drops on. I might gotta put some drops on here on the screen.
Sons, we will take great care.
So, come up, send your kids up so they can learn the ways of the white man. And the Native Americans didn't say anything because they not rude. They was like, all right, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll get back to you. Don't call me, I'll call you, nigga. We'll get back to you. But white people and women, they think that your silence is compliance. Like you agree with them because you didn't argue with them. But the whole time, niggas just looking like, word. I mean, I do that shit. Let you say some wild shit. I'm looking. I'm scoping the scene like, word. Like this nigga. Because I'm thinking if you talking that bold, you must have some niggas with pistols in a parking lot. I'm just looking like, word. Word. Watch my back. Word. Ain't nothing to say. And that's what they did. They played the long game. They ain't say shit. Ben Franklin was talking that rah-rah, we gonna send your peoples. He was like, alright.
Their speaker began by expressing their deep sense of the kindness. It is one of the Indian rules of politeness not to answer a public proposition on the same day it is made. They think it would be treating it as a light matter, and that they show it respect by taking time to consider it as of a matter important. They therefore deferred their answer till the day following, when their speaker began by expressing their deep sense of the kindness of the Virginia government in making them that offer. For we know, says he, that you highly esteem the kind of learning taught in those colleges, and that the maintenance of our young men while with you would be very expensive to you. We are convinced, therefore, that you mean to do us good by your proposal, and we thank you heartily. But you who are wise must know that different nations have different conceptions of things.
Let's stop right there. Long-winded way of the Indian saying, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. We know education important to y'all because y'all love to talk about Oxford and y'all got college educations, and we know y'all think that's important to be in your liberal school. Thank you, but no thank you. Then they say, and I cut them off, I'm going to bring it back a little bit. Then they say, man, look, you know we're not the same people, right? You know I'm Sioux, he Cherokee, he Seminole, right? You know we all got the same color, but we ain't the same people, right? You know they all us got our own different tribal rules, right? You know GDs, Vice Lords, Blackstones, BDs, Crips, Bloods, MS-13, Latin Kings, and motherfucking Saxonites don't have the same lit, right? You know we don't wear a hat the same size, right? You know colors don't mean shit in Chicago, but it means something in LA, right? You know hats don't mean shit in LA, but it means something in Chicago, right? You know I don't give a fuck about a bandana, but it matters to a nigga in New York what pocket your bandana is, right? You know we ain't the same niggas, right? We all gangbang, nigga, but we all ain't in the same gang. You know that, right? You should know that. You fighting France, y'all the only Anglo-Saxons, according to you. The Brits and the French are the only two white people, and y'all been fighting for 100 years. So you know just because you look alike don't mean you are alike, right? Let's continue.
Expensive to you. We are convinced, therefore, that you mean to do us good by your proposal, and we thank you heartily. But you who are wise must know that different nations have different conceptions of things, and you will therefore not take it amiss if our ideas of this kind of education happen not to be the same with yours. We have had some experience of it. Several of our young people were formerly brought up at the colleges of the northern provinces. They were instructed in all your sciences, but when they came back to us, they were bad runners, ignorant of every means of living in the woods, unable to bear either cold or hunger, knew neither how to build a cabin, take a deer, or kill an enemy, spoke our language imperfectly, were therefore neither fit for hunters, warriors, or counselors. They were totally good for nothing.
I'm gonna bring that back. Might bring that back twice. I'm gonna let it play again. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna let y'all know what to listen for. He said, "Man, we sent our people to your schools before. They came back. They couldn't read, write, or count. They couldn't hunt. They couldn't fight. They could barely speak their native tongue. You, we sent our kids to your universities, and you sent our kids back useless, fucking useless. Why would we send more kids when you sent our kids back dumber than they were when they left?" I would like to remind y'all that currently today, sidebar, I'd like to remind y'all that currently today, 74% of black boys that go to these liberal schools graduate from high school and can't read at a grade level. I would like to remind y'all that I got how many shows about all these
We the most educated.
black bitches on college universities asked to count and these bitches can't count. How the fuck did you make it to grade 18? You got a master's degree. That's grade 18. How did you make it through 18 years of formal education, but you can't count at the third grade level? Explain that to me. Third grade level. You learn how to multiply in third grade. Why can't you count at the third grade level in grade 18? Why am I sending my kids to your school so they can come back dumber? And not only are they dumber, but now they think they smart and they're not even listening to me. I'm gonna let that play again. I want y'all to understand what he's saying. I want y'all to appreciate what they were saying in 1750 about these motherfuckers educating somebody else's kids. Red Illusion say most can't tell you. Cause it's numbers, nigga. They don't know numbers, nigga. These bitches don't remember back. They don't even remember how many abortions they got, to be honest with you. They don't know how many sex partners they got. And that's what you did with your body. It was your body, your choice, and you can't even remember how many choices you had. Look. Anyway.
But you who are wise must know that different nations have different conceptions of things, and you will therefore not take it amiss if our ideas of this kind of education happen not to be the same with yours. We have had some experience of it. Several of our young people were formerly brought up at the colleges of the northern provinces. They were instructed in all your sciences, but when they came back to us, they were bad runners, ignorant of every means of living in the woods, unable to bear either cold or hunger, knew neither how to build a cabin, take a deer, or kill an enemy, spoke our language imperfectly, were therefore neither fit for hunters, warriors, or counselors. They were totally good for nothing. We are, however, not the less obliged by your kind offer, though we decline accepting it, and to show our grateful sense of it, if the gentlemen of Virginia will send us a dozen of their sons, we will take great care of their education, instruct them in all we know, and make men of them. Having frequent occasions to hold public councils, they have acquired great order and decency in conducting them. The old
Hold on, let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. They're about to start talking about hierarchy, about following men, so I'm gonna let it play out. I could really stop right there, but I want to end this on a follow a fucking man note, so I'm gonna let it play. But you heard what he said. Look, you send our kids back, they can't even read. Tell you what, why don't you send me some of them white kids, and we'll teach the white kids right here in the tribe. And we'll teach them everything we know, and we'll treat them the same way that you would have treated our kids. How about it? No? Oh, you don't trust me with your kids, but you want me to send you my kids? Thank you. But no thank you. That was bars. I got a new drop today. I really got no reason to drop this drop. It's not even a topic. I'm gonna make it the topic though. I'm just gonna work this drop in because I like it. Women want to be slaves. The fact that blacks are a matriarchy, so women are your first teachers, that means that blacks want to be slaves. They need to be slaves. They desire to be slaves. They're belligerent. They go against authority like they don't want slavery, but they love slavery. Niggas love jails. Bitches love oppression. They like to be choked during sex. Niggas like to get locked up and hang out and eat dips. I saw this clip earlier today, and it triggered something that I heard 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. And I was like, yo, these is the niggas that raised me. All these goddamn Gen Zs and millennials like, oh, y'all was listening to Brian McKnight and fucking all them love songs and y'all was kicking. We came no nigga, we came up on gangster shit, nigga. These motherfuckers want to be slaves, man. Oh, my shit ain't work. Oh, shit. I know I ain't work. See, man, I was already 2 hours late. You'd have thought I had time to put this shit together since I was already 2 hours late. But I forgot to put the hotkey in this bitch. I'm finna play it for y'all. I don't care if y'all want to see it or not. If y'all ain't want to see it, y'all won't be here. That's crazy though. High numbers for shit. Forgot to put. Man, all right. The hell. I might as well play the rest while I film it, while I fix this. All right, I'm about to play the rest of this while I fix this. That's crazy though. My audio ain't never right. I'm gonna get my life.
You wrote the bar, nigga. We treat them like we meet them, nigga.
Yeah, date them like we hate them.
Yeah, date them like we hate them, nigga.
See, we date them like we hate them. See them like we don't need them. Treat them like we beat them. And never give them freedom.
We date them like we hate them. Treat them like we don't need them. Feed them, then we leave them. But never give them freedom. Y'all want to love these hoes, nigga. Date them like you hate them. Treat them like you don't need them. Because they don't want a man. They just want somebody else's man. They love being a mistress. Y'all love that shit too. Y'all get off that shit. Y'all hear Tupac say he fucked Biggie wife. Y'all like bars. Bars to the point that Jay-Z thought he was going to get the same energy because he fucked Nas' baby mom. Didn't hit the same though. Nobody cared. Bro, y'all gotta get out the self-hate, bro. Y'all gotta stop trying to masculinize effeminate shit. I understand y'all was raised by baby boomer man and boomer man ain't nothing but white women with phalluses. I understand. I understand y'all was raised by women and girls is just dumb. I understand. But no. Anyway, let's get to this hierarchy shit. Then we out.
No writing and communicate it to their children. They are the records of the councils, and they preserve traditions of the stipulation.
Hold on, man. We missed the structure. How they had it laid out. How they had their whole gang laid out. So when you walk into the tribe, you know exactly who's doing what based on hierarchy. Let's go.
Children, the hindmost.
Yeah, right there.
Send us a dozen of their sons. We will take great care of their education, instruct them in all we know, and make men of them. Having frequent occasions to hold public councils, They have acquired great order and decency in conducting them. The old men sit in the foremost ranks, the warriors in the next.
The old men, because they believe in hierarchy, and because those old men didn't want to be forever young and compete with their sons and grandsons. So it's a two-parter. You have to know that you're no longer a player, that you're a coach now. So that's older guys' responsibility. And I hope I do that for the guys who trust me as a mentor. I hope I do that for y'all. Because I done had a great career, nigga. I done had a great career. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no, you know what I'm saying, all-time great. Ain't no Michael Jordan or LeBron James arguments about me, but I had a great 13-year career. It's hard to stay in the league for 13 years, bro. I had a great 13-year career. I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable going back to the hood and becoming a coach. I don't have no regrets. And I can still lace them up and still bust y'all ass. Pause. I'm still young enough to be good enough. 3 minutes at a time, though. 3 minutes at a time. I ain't got 48 minutes in me, but I got a strong 3 minutes off the bench. Still. Just enough to make niggas be like, yo, I think he can still be a start. I know I only got 3 minutes. But it's a mighty fine, efficient 3 minutes. They elders wanted to progress the tribe. So elders in the front. Tribal council in the front. Who's behind the tribal council?
The women and children in the hindmost.
Nah, that ain't who behind the tribal council.
Men of them. Having frequent occasions to hold public councils, they have acquired great order and decency in conducting them. The old men sit in the foremost ranks, the warriors in the next.
The warriors behind. The young niggas 20 years old still bust things, 13-year-old shooters, 11-year-old niggas just grabbing artillery, you know what I'm saying, practicing. So when they 13, they could bust them things. You got the shooters behind the elders, which means the elders trust the guys that they trained not to shoot them in the back. Not only that, y'all know Scarface my favorite rapper, right? Soundtrack of my life. Scarface say shit like, make him an offer that they can't refuse. If they don't reply or walk out, my niggas come in and stank these fools. These motherfuckers talking shit like they can't be moved. Don't realize they don't scare niggas like they think they do. That's how they approached Ben Franklin. Make them an offer that they can't refuse. They don't reply. When I walk out, they stank these fools. The motherfuckers think they can't be moved. Don't realize they don't scare niggas like they think they do. The natives went down for the same reason all men go down, because they bitches are traitors. Bunch of Pocahontases in their ranks. Leaders in the front, shooters right behind them. It's the third row that fucked them up. Who was in the third row?
The women and children in the hind.
The women and children behind. Women and children are synonymous. Toddlers gonna toddle. The reason that the women were the weak link, because women are always the weak link, is because of the tasks and duties that the women had to tribe. These are things that I study when I try to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna put these hoes at. Because y'all love these hoes. I love the sex. Pussy is delicious. These bitches get on my nerves. I could separate the two. That's why I only listen to them with clothes on. But this is why these bitches were able to bring down tribe. Anytime she got mad at her man and was like, Mr. White Man, I got his voice.
Mr. White Man, I got something to tell you, Mr. White Man.
Most foremost ranks, the warriors in the next, the women and children in the hindmost. The business of the women is to take exact notice of what passes, imprinted in their memories, for they have no writing, and communicate it to their children. They are the records of the councils, and they preserve traditions of the stipulations of treaties 100 years back, which when we compare with our writings we almost always find exact.
Women have memories like elephants, my nigga, which is why it's amazing to me that they can't remember who they fucked. But I digress. The women were there.
Try Google Fi Wireless to see if it's right for you.
The women were there because there was no written history. So the women had to remember history because women are queens of remembering shit that somebody else did 18 years ago. They don't remember who they fucked yesterday, but they remember everything you did 27 years ago. So the women gossip and they sit down and they listen to who did what part of the tree was this, and they remember all the information. The thing that took the motherfuckers down is once she get mad, she knows all the information. Try, but leave these hoes out your business. Anyway, I'm gonna shut it down on that note, man. I ain't ignore what I forgot. I don't feel like scrolling up. Anyway, I want to appreciate everybody that supported the show, especially considering how late it is and how late I started, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. As always, man, and I gotta get back to this chicken breast that I've been boiling in these bouillon cubes with this young onion and potatoes and broccoli. I gotta drain that and put the chicken broth on and boil my noodles for the chicken noodle soup. Throw that on there. It's gonna be a phenomenal chicken noodle soup, like grandma's supposed to make, but your grandma black, so y'all ain't never had homemade chicken noodle soup. But as always, love your brothers as you love yourself. Take your tolerology so you could try it. Feed the pack. Try but man.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quarter, then stay away from towners. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause once she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fuck it, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the quiet. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare.
Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all the attention. That's why niggas is dying. Now, when these hoes get horny, niggas die. Hoes get horny, niggas die. Watch, every die. We gotta start saying fuck these bitches, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's